showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He's open on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Armstrong. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll go to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Armstrong. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the back in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance.
The extra point is blocked. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCutcheon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Owens. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come. That one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Tight end now in motion. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here comes the Texas offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Owens. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Baxter. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Gets rid of it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He leaves it with his back. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive downs.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Temple. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armstrong. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense changing the play. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. He's got him. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Tuggle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll line up for a second down play. Using his feet. Oh, better look out! What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
To kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Got it again on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Snagged in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Owens. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
That's good for fighting Texas A&M.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Under fire. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Snap it to the back. He's in open space downfield. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Baxter. Fighting off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up. You told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking for space. It's Baxter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there and Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. Still on his feet at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Finds his man. It's Bussey. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Aggie. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in... Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Using the quick game. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. To the air, it's Owens. Pressure coming. And now wrap him up.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. And we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Give to the running back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, give on the inside. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Dropping back, it's Owens. It's complete on the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds a little space, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Or did he find a hole in the defense? And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. That's caught. It's Tuggle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And now on second down for this offense. Let's send the tight end in motion. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. He'll try the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying play action. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there and Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's McCutcheon. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the Zipness Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down?
They've given up some yards, and they're not in a great spot, but here's the good thing. The defense is up a couple of possessions. If you force a field goal here, it becomes a lot harder to lose this football game. So don't be too aggressive. Play back, try to get the stop, and try to force the field goal.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to run for it.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Back to pass, it's Owens. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Agnew. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They booted away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. the football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Owens. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And that's his second miss of the day. And listen, it's a real thing, man. The wet, the ball gets heavier. Like, the operation doesn't go as smooth with the conditions. And I'd be shocked if we saw him again today.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Simon. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Owens. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, David.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And these moments can't be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.